Passage 4, English 11, final exam. The Green Bay Packers. In 1919, Curly Lambeau returned home to Green Bay, Wisconsin to playing football at Notre Dame from a severe case of tonsillitis. In a conversation with his friend George Calhoun, he expressed regret at not being able to play football since returning home. Calhoun decides to recommend that Curly start a team in his hometown. Excited by the idea, Lambeau convinced his boss at the Indian Packing Company to donate uniforms and the use of an athletic field. Curly ran ads in the local newspaper, inviting other athletes to join the new team. Only 20 football players joined their team the first year. Although Lambeau named the team Big Bay Blues, the fans and players called the team the Packers. The conditions under which the Packers played during that first year were a far cry from those enjoyed by modern present-day football teams. They played their games in an empty field behind the Hagemeister Brewery. There were no locker rooms, so players normally changed into their uniforms at home before the game. There were no gates or bleachers, so there was no way to charge admission or accurately count the attendance. Without fences and stands, the only way by raising money was quite literally to pass a hat around the spectators for donations. In 1920, the bleachers were built on one side of the Hagemeister Park, located behind the brewery. The largest recorded attendance at that location was 6,000 fans for the game against the Minneapolis Marines on October 23, 1921. That was the Packers' first official game that was played as part of the new American Professional Football Association, which is now known as the National Football League. From the humble beginnings, the Packers have gone on to win more NFL championships than any other team, including 4 Super Bowls. The Packers now play in a newly renovated stadium being named Lambeau Field after the legendary status of the team's founder. The stadium now seats 72,515, and over 60,000 people are on the waiting list for season tickets. The team has come a long way from wearing donated uniforms and passing a hat around a nearly empty field. Question 46. To playing football at Notre Dame. If that is correct, mark F, no change. Or choose from G, from playing football at Notre Dame due to a severe case of tonsillitis. H, from a case of severe tonsillitis, which was due to playing football at Notre Dame. Or J, from playing football at Notre Dame, which was due to a severe case of tonsillitis. 47, decides to recommend. Is that A, no change, B, recommended to him a decision, C, recommended, or D, gives his recommendation? 48. Fans and players called the team the Packers. Is that F, no change? G, the Packers called the fans and players the team. H, the team was called the Packers by the fans and players. Or J, the fans called the team the Packers, the players too. 49. Present day. Should that be A, no change, B, contemporary, C, up to date, or D, delete that phrase, the underlined portion? 50. Into their uniforms at home before the game. Is that F, no change, G, before the game into their uniforms at home, H, uniforms at home before the game, or J, into their uniforms which were at home before the game? 51. Gates or bleachers, so there was no way to charge admission. Is that A, no change, B, gates or bleachers, so there was no way to charge admission, C, gates or bleachers, so there was no way to charge admission, or D, gates or bleachers, so there was no way to charge admission? 52. By raising. Is that F, no change, G, it raised, H, to raise, or J, they could raise any? 53. Quite, literally to pass. Is that A, no change, B, was, quite literally to pass, C, was quite literally to pass, D, was, quite literally, to pass? 54. Find the little spot that's got the little 54 in the box and tell me. The writers consider changing the first sentence of this paragraph, assuming that if there is an error, it has been fixed. Which sentences would be the best choice? F. The writer should not replace the sentence. G. The Packers endured brutal conditions in the first year, all for the love of the game. H. When the Packers played their first season, professional football was not very popular nationwide. Or J. Equipped with a popular new game, the Packers were ready to begin their first season. 55. That was played. Is that A. No change? B. They played? C. For playing? Or D. Delete the underlined portion. 56. The writer would like to link the information already presented about the Green Bay Packers to the information in this paragraph. Assuming all are true, which of the following sentences best achieves this effect? F. Vince Lombardi coached the Packers with great success in the 1960s. G. The Packers are the only publicly owned team in the NFL. H. In the 1950s, Curly Lambeau was fired by the Packers as part of an internal power struggle. Or J. This historic game marked the beginning of the Green Bay Packers, one of the oldest franchises in professional football. 57. Being named. A. No changed. B. Named after. C. Named. Or D. Naming. 58. After the legendary status of the team's founder. Is that F. No change. G. After the team's legendary founder. H. After the legend of the team's founder. Or J. After the team's founder's legendary status. 59. Way from wearing donated uniforms and passing a hat around a nearly empty field. Is that A. No change. B. Way from wearing donated uniforms and passing a hat around a nearly empty field. C. Way from wearing donated uniforms and passing a hat around a nearly empty field. Or D. Way from wearing donated uniforms and passing a hat around a nearly empty field. Question 60 asks about the preceding passages as a whole. 60. Suppose the writer has been assigned to write the brief essay illustrating the economic influence of the Packers on the city of Green Bay. Would this essay fulfill that assignment? F. Yes, because the essay indicates that the team relied on corporate sponsorship to get started. G. Yes, because the essay indicates that the team has been very successful. H. No, because the essay primarily focuses on how the team was started and its eventual success. Or J. No, because the essay notes that the team relied on donations rather than charging admission.